How's it going, guys? It is Rob, and I am back with a brand new Blu-ray DVD update. Yes, a brand new video. Like I've stated before, in the description I will list whether it's a newer video or an older video. And I'm also trying out a new camera, if you guys can't already tell. Seems like it's a lot clearer. It's definitely an HD, but it seems like it covers a lot more space than my other camera did. So, trying this out, see how it works. I have a pretty good stack of Blu-ray and DVDs here, mostly DVDs though, because I went to this garage sale that had, there was like 2 tables set up. And this lady was getting rid of her DVDs, and she had some Blu-rays, but really nothing to pick from. But she had a 4 for $1 kind of deal going on. You pick 4 DVDs for $1, and I'm like, that is really awesome. So, some of which I picked up are part of a series that I needed to complete it. And also because, that's all she really had to choose from. So I had to pick 4 for $1. So, yeah, I think I picked out some pretty good ones. So, sit back, relax, and let's get started with the Blu-rays. Now, I just picked this up today because it was released today. It is the Blu-ray DVD digital of the next DC animated movie, because I love the DC animated films. I actually have a pretty good collection of them. And it is Deathstroke, Knights and Dragons. I saw this advertised, and I'm like, Deathstroke is a really cool character. And, once again, I love the DC animated films. So this is the next one that had come out. So, it is rated R, and yeah, so Walmart had it, I believe it was like 17 something, so that is the first one. The next one I also picked up at Walmart. They have a small, tiny Halloween, I guess Halloween type section. It's on like an end cap, and it's up by the registers, a very small area. And I was meaning to get this edition when it came out, but I just missed the chance. But it's actually on sale for $9.96, and it's the Blu-ray and digital, and it is the multi-screen edition of Disney's Hocus Pocus. I have this movie on DVD, so this is a nice upgrade, especially for the price. Comes with this, really cool slipcover. It's got a bunch of the bonus features there in that box. It's got the original 1993 production featurette, which sounds pretty interesting. But yeah, thought this was a good buy, a good upgrade. All right, I got this one at Family Video, and it was like $5.99. And at the time I never seen it, and I thought, why not? I've heard good things about this. You got Betty Gilpin and Hilary Swank in The Hunt. A very fun movie. I do like the some of the action or fight scenes that happen. So I loved it. So it's very, very good. I definitely recommend that one. And for $5.99 you can't go wrong. So now we're going to get into the DVDs. And like I said, most of these I got at the garage sale. Some of these I got actually in the $5 bin at Walmart. Or maybe it was the $3 bin, I don't remember. So, coming up first here, I got this because it was, like I said, 4 for $1. And I actually don't have this film by itself on DVD or even Blu-ray. Because on Blu-ray they released it with the 3rd movie, and this is the 4th movie. I don't know what, they just don't release it standalone. I mean, I know the movie sucks, but I'm a completist, and so I just picked it up. And it is, of course, the next Karate Kid here on DVD. In its standalone movie and standalone case. Yes, this movie is not good at all, but like I said, I'm a completist, and now I have all 4 of the Karate Kid films on DVD or standalone. I mean, I even have The Karate Kid Part 3 on Blu-ray in a standalone feature. Because this, you know, this is the Choice Collection. You can't get this by itself on Blu-ray officially. They released it with this movie. I don't know why, but whatever. The next one I got stars Tom Selleck, Steve Guttenberg, and Ted Danson in a movie that I have not seen in a long time, but I do like it. And it is Three Men and a Baby. The front of the slipcover is a little torn a little bit right there, and that's fine. It just seems like it's been used a lot, or it's old, obviously. But it's directed by Leonard Nimoy. And I don't know, I think this movie is funny, and it's I can relate to, you know, like changing diapers and all that stuff. It's I don't know, it's just fun to see these three men try to take care of the baby. So that's definitely a classic one there. Coming up next is another movie that I haven't seen in the longest time, and it has Michael Jackson and Diana Ross in it, Ted Ross, Richard Pryor, and it is The Wiz. This is the Motown production, and you know, I love Michael Jackson. You know, he was, despite stuff that went on in his life, he made some of the greatest music ever. And Diana Ross I even like. And I remember watching this when I was younger. I believe it was 1978. Yeah, 1978. And, you know, I remember liking it a lot. So I have not seen this in the longest time, but I thought I'd pick it up. You know, for obviously the price. Here's a movie I do not own at all. And I started thinking to myself, like, I cannot believe I don't own this. Like, when it comes to Jean-Claude Van Damme, I'm a huge fan of his, and I love his older movies. Here we have the Movie Time edition of Double Impact. Basically, you know, they basically play, you know, Jean-Claude plays two people, but, you know, they're twins, like twin brothers in this. But yeah, I thought this was very entertaining. It's probably not his best, like, older film, like as far as his older films go, but it's definitely a good time. That's for sure. Yeah, I was looking through my movies and I'm like, I cannot believe I don't own that. The next one, I own this on VHS and I just never upgraded. Jim Carrey, Matthew Broderick, and that is The Cable Guy. I think this movie is hilarious. I don't know. It's kind of like a dark comedy, but it was directed by Ben Stiller. A lot of people give this movie, you know, I don't know, they give it crap, and I just don't think it deserves all the hate it gets. I think it's very good. So, all right, so the next one is by Vertical, and Vertical puts out some good movies. This has Gina Carano and Richard Dreyfuss, and it sounds interesting. It is The Daughter of the Wolf, and it says, "Let the hunt begin." It looks interesting. It's like she comes back to hunt. Her 13-year-old son has been kidnapped, and she embarks on a perilous journey deep in the Alaskan mountains to hunt down the leader of the gang who is holding him for ransom. Gina Carano is awesome, and I cannot wait to watch this. I got this at I think it was a $3 bin at Walmart, because I do not own this movie at all. I do own the first one, though, and it is Creepshow 2. Now, Stephen King and George A. Romero are part of this. This is the Midnight Madness series. It's been a while since I've seen it, so I definitely want to revisit Creepshow 2. Here we have one that I've never heard of. It is a zombie flick called Escaping the Dead. Looks pretty awesome. It's by WWMM. Here we have 100 Acres of Hell. I really like that cover. Who is the hunter and who is the hunted, it says. It looks like a kind of like a redneck showdown, so to say. Pretty cool. All right. So now going back to that, 4 for $1 thing. I actually got all 4 of these for $1, and I used to have these at one point when I lived at the other place. This was like back in, I don't remember, 2000 and might have been like 2012, 2013. I don't remember. It was around that time, and I lived at the other place, and I started doing these horror collection videos, and I did own these, but I got rid of them because I was going to get the Blu-ray set. Never got the Blu-ray set. I can't find it anywhere around here. I know I could go online and find it really cheap, but it's not anywhere around here, like in my town or anything. So I thought, why not? These are the ones that I needed to complete the series. So we have Saw 4. Okay, I own Saw 1, 2, and 3 and Jigsaw. So here we have Saw 4. Here we have Saw 5. These are DVDs, by the way. And that's what the first 3 I own on DVD as well. And Jigsaw's the only one I own on Blu-ray. Here we have Saw 6. And these are all the unrated editions, director's cut editions. And then we got Saw, the final chapter, or basically Saw 3D or whatever. So I got 4 of these for $1, which is definitely not a bad price. I'm not a big fan of the Saw films at all. I mean, I'm definitely not. But like I said, I am a completist, and I do own some of the other ones. So these are going to go up on the shelf, and so I can complete the series there. Maybe down the line, if I do find the Blu-ray set. I know it's cheap. It's like 20 bucks, I think, the last time I saw it. But I'm going to try, I'm definitely going to invest in that if I can find it. So there's the Saw movies on DVD. Got this one at Walmart in the bin, and it has Michael Madsen, and I do like Michael Madsen, and it is Megalodon. Now this is by the Asylum, I think. And yeah, Asylum and MVD Visual. The Asylum, they do put out some good stuff. I actually have quite a few films by the Asylum, and they are great horror films. This looks interesting. It looks like they kind of copied off the Meg, or like they were, it's not called the Meg, it's Megalodon, but the Meg is the same thing. It's known as the Megalodon. But this looks interesting. I cannot wait. Stupid bug. Can't wait to check this one out. 3 more here. We have Abominable, which came out, it was last month, I believe. It wasn't supposed to exist. This is about, of course, the Yeti creature. It says the legends are true. Looks really, really awesome. Here we have one called The Young Cannibals. I really love that cover. That is really... It almost looks like the Feast creatures. If you remember the Feast movies, that's what this reminds me of. Really, really cool, man. This is also by the Asylum and Bad Taste. You can see right there, it says the Asylum. So, another Asylum film. And, oh wait, I forgot to mention, Abominable is by Uncorked. And Uncorked is another good horror company. The last one that I have here stars Patrick Wilson and Ellen Page. This movie is... It's intense, and it's basically Patrick Wilson being held captive, and it is hard candy. I think this movie is great. A stylish kind of thriller, in a way. I think the dialogue is the best part. I mean, the back and forth between Ellen Page and Patrick Wilson. Patrick Wilson is one of my favorite actors, like, of all time. He is so good no matter what he's in. Aquaman, Midway, Lakeview Terrace. Just whatever this guy is in. I mean, he had a little part in The Founder with Michael Keaton, and he was great in that too. Like, he just seems like a phenomenal actor. And Ellen Page, she's really good too. This is an excellent movie. So, really glad to pick that up. So, anyway, that's pretty much it. Pretty good stack of movies, like I said. Some good Blu-rays and some DVDs that I got, like I said, 4 for $1. Some in the bin at Walmart, some at Family Video. I have something coming Friday, this coming Friday, that's it's actually a new release from Arrow Video, which I will share with you guys, and I will post that up. So hopefully you guys enjoy this. Hopefully this new camera works out better than the other one. There won't be any little noises and stuff like that, and it just seems like it covers a lot of the area. So I'm really happy to try it out. Anyway, yeah, subscribe for more content. Like I said, in the description, if I post up a video, please be sure to check the description where, you know, if you're curious about if this is an older video or a newer video, if you feel like you haven't seen it or you have, check the description. It will say this is a newer video or this is an older video. So just so there's no confusion and no questions or anything like that, that's what I'm going to post in there. So thank you very much for watching this. I will be back with more DVD and Blu-ray updates when I can. You know, since not any new releases are coming out because of this whole, you know, COVID thing, pushing back movies and stuff like that, I haven't really been doing like any Blu-ray Tuesday videos because there's really no point at this time. So I'm just going to show you guys what I just collect within, you know, weeks, I guess. So, all right, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Can't stop.